morning, dear children. How are all of you? I hope all of you are fine and safe at your homes. So, yesterday we were reading this chapter, The Owls in the Family, and we will continue with the same chapter. We have read half of the chapter, and next part we will cover today. And I have just written explanation about this chapter. It's not the complete chapter. I will be sending you the snapshots of the chapter which you can read thoroughly at your home also. Okay? So let's start, and before starting I want that all of you should have your pen and notebooks ready with you. Okay? Now let's start. Now yesterday we left at this point that the mother of the owlets, she saw that both of her owlets were safe. Where were they? They were inside the mosquito netting. Okay? So she was satisfied seeing them there. Now let's see what happened next. The mother crooned and gurgled, and in the morning the narrator found that she left a mouse with its tail tucked through the net. Now, after the mother saw that her owlets were safe there inside the mosquito net, she gave out some sounds, she made some sounds. Crooned and gurgled are the sounds which she made. These are the sounds of contentment, means she was satisfied, she was happy to see them there. And then in the next morning, here is narrator. What did narrator see? He noticed that the mother of the owlets, she had left a mouse as a food for her kids. Mouse with its tail tucked through the net. So she had tucked the tail of the mouse inside the net so that her owlets can have the mouse as a food. Now the birds grew well. 10 days later at dawn, they went to garden to release them. Now the birds had grown very well, they had developed completely, and after 10 days the narrator and his grandfather, both of them went to release the owlets in the garden. The narrator placed one of the owlet on the branch of the mango tree. The narrator had kept one of the owlet on the branch of the mango tree, and when he was stooping means bending down, right? If something is fallen, we bend down to pick that thing up. So the narrator was stooping to pick the other means the second owlet. When the narrator was bending down to pick the second owlet, the mother swooped down at grandfather. Swooped down means the mother here is owlet's mother. All of a sudden, the owlet's mother, she flew through the air at a high speed, at a very great speed, and she might have hit grandfather. After they kept both of them on the tree, they watched the mother fly down, and it took them into the long grass near the garden. Now after this, what happened? Both of them, grandfather and the narrator, they kept both of the owlets on the mango tree, and then they went away from that place and they watched both of them, both the owlets, from the distance, that what the mother was doing. The mother of the owls, she flew down and she took both the owlets from there, and then where did she carry them? She carried them into the long grass, bushy grass near the garden. Then they thought that now they would be away. Who thought? The narrator and the grandfather. They thought that now the mother of the owls must have taken them, away from their family. But what happened? But again, the owlets were standing on the wall outside the door, and mother was sitting on the bird path. But what did the narrator see? He notices that the owlets were standing outside his room on the wall which was outside the door, and the mother of with water in it where the birds just enjoy or have a splash of water. Okay, and was sorry. Who was sorry? The mother of the Owlets. She was sorry for her annoying behavior, whatever she did before when the grandfather was standing there. Okay, remember here the mother swooped down at grandfather. Now it seems as if the mother of the Owlets, she was feeling sorry for her behavior and she wanted a good home for them. Actually, the mother of the Owlets, she was also happy to see her Owlets grown up in such a good atmosphere, and she wanted a good home for them. And Owlets were regular members of the family. Now the Owlets had become regular members of the family. Which family? The narrator's family. Now these owls became attached to the grandmother. Now after a while these Owlets also became attached, means they were also attached to the grandmother. They started showing affection to anyone in petticoat. Actually the grandmother used to wear petticoat, so whichever lady, whichever old women they noticed in petticoat, every time they used to show their affection or love to those ladies. Even Aunt Mabel also. Aunt Mabel also, who was terrified. Terrified means who was very scared of them. She would run shrieking whenever she came across any bird. She would run shrieking means screaming at a very high voice, high pitch. So she used to scream whenever she saw any of the bird or whenever she came across any of the bird, means she was scared of the birds. They would make gentle sounds in response to grandmother's voice. Who they? Those Owlets who had grown up fully now. They would make gentle sounds, very soothing sounds whenever grandmother speaks something, whenever grandmother said something to them. In response, they would make soothing sounds. But they would disturb the night with terrible shrieks. Shrieks again, screams. But what would they do? They would make terrible shrieks. They would scream. Why? Because they were disturbed, see here, when wild owls were around. Whenever wild owls in the night were around, who were not a part of their family, they would disturb the whole night, means everybody would get disturbed with their terrible shrieks. They kept themselves busy in their nightly occupation. Occupation means whatever work you are doing, whatever job you are doing. Okay? They kept themselves busy in their nightly occupation of catching beetles. So what was their main job during the night time? They used to catch the beetles. Beetles are a kind of insects. Okay, they were excellent pest destroyers. Pests are the insects only which can destroy our in our homes. Our wooden furniture sometimes get destroyed because of these pests or insects. So they were excellent, means very good pest destroyers. Destroyers means they used to destroy them, kill the pest. The owls would enjoy to sit and splash in a shallow dish. Now here the narrator has described their favorite pastime, what those owlets used to do. They enjoy to sit and splash in a shallow dish. That dish was full of water. They liked to get thoroughly wet with cold water and would jump out on a perch. They would get themselves thoroughly wet with the water, and then after some time, after a while, they would run from there. They would flew away from there and sit on the branches of the trees. Then the narrator recalls. Now in the end part of the story, the narrator is just recalling his childhood days. His Owlish days means his childhood was, whole childhood was, like we can say, filled with the memories related to Owlets. Okay, so he has mentioned here Owlish days. His grandmother with contented look. He also recalled his grandmother who was sitting on a chair with contented means happy look or satisfied look. Okay. He also saw one owl crawled up her pillow. Crawled means moved, we can say. So he also tells about this incident which happened. He also saw one owl crawled up her pillow. Whose pillow? Grandmother's pillow. Her grandmother might be sleeping, and at that point of time one owl went up to her pillow till its head was snuggled. Snuggle means till its head was set comfortably on that pillow, down the pillow, and both were snoring. And after a while he noticed that both of them were snoring. Snoring means, sometimes you must have noticed, while some persons have the habit of snoring while breathing, they make sounds. So both of them were snoring. So dear students, here we have ended this chapter. We are done with this chapter, and you can see I have underlined few words here. As we were not able to cover up all the words in the word meanings, few words I have underlined here also, like crooned, gurgled, release, swooped, stooping. Then here affection, terrified, shrieking, terrible, occupation, excellent, destroyers, contented, crawled, owlish. Okay? So I want all of you to make a note of all these words in your notebooks, and you can also try to find out the meanings for these words just as a practice, okay? And I will be giving you the assignment to make sentences, and we will also carry on with the question answers further. I will be giving you assignments. So I will also send you the pics of this chapter so that you can read thoroughly that chapter at your home. So we will get back together soon. Have a good day.